trouble, no light in the darkness you see. There's a light for a look at the Savior, and life more abundant and free. Turn your eyes upon Jesus, look full in His wonderful face, and the things of earth will grow strangely dim in the light of His glory and
At St. Martin's Home, the Little Sisters of the Poor pray for us each day. For more than 145 years, these little sisters have been a part of our community, caring for the elderly poor. Religious women, the Little Sisters of the Poor, serve in the spirit of their foundress, St. Jeanne Geoghegan. They welcome the needy elderly as family, care for them as a grandparent, and make certain their lives are joyful. Since 1869, the Little Sisters have cared for more than 15,000 elderly poor at St. Martin's in Baltimore.
It's great. I call it from rags to riches. From where I was living today, it's great.
As they meet the medical needs of the elderly, the Little Sisters ensure that every resident is treated with dignity and love until God calls them to Himself. Unlike other long-term care facilities, the Little Sisters work, pray, and live where they serve. St. Martin's is their home. Today, St. Martin's is undergoing a major facelift and meeting safety codes. The Caring Today, Building Tomorrow campaign is updating the aging facility to meet the needs of elderly residents now and for the future.
In the very beginnings, about 175 years ago our congregation is now, the sisters had several elderly people that they were caring for, and they knew that God wanted them to provide a home for them, and they were running out of space. They decided they were going to build the house themselves. So they had a piece of property that some rich people had donated, and they started carrying the stones and the pyxes themselves. And I guess you could bring that to today's world. Here we are where the sisters aren't carrying stones physically, but we feel called to build our home for our elderly, to reconstruct it.
The campaign is now in a special phase. After completing the resident cottages, we are now addressing the needs of the sisters. The chapel, the convent, and a new postulate are part of the renovation plans. St. Martin's is a powerhouse of prayer. Liturgical celebrations for feasts, holy days, funerals, and daily mass are held in the chapel. The chapel will get an improved sound system to meet the needs of our elderly residents. The holy space will also be a refuge for private prayer. Yes, the elderly live joyful lives at St. Martin's. The Little Sisters call St. Martin's home too. The convent and living quarters need a complete overhaul. With a leaking roof, life safety code issues, and outdated amenities, the Sisters' convent will be updated so the Little Sisters can refresh themselves for their daily ministry. For generations, the Little Sisters have answered the call. Sister Loretto has been with St. Martin's for almost 4 years now, but has been a Little Sister for 47 years.
It's like the residents are in the autumn of their lives here. They've had much experience, much suffering, have lived lives, have received much, but went through much. And the culmination of our vocation as daughters of St. Jeanne Geoghegan is to lead them from the vestibule of heaven, which is our home here, to eternity into the arms of Jesus.
The generosity of these religious women has inspired young women to follow in their footsteps, to answer the call of a life of service to the elderly. St. Martin's will be the headquarters for those discerning a life as a Little Sister of the Poor. Here they will prepare women to enter religious life. The Little Sisters of the Poor have deep roots in the Catholic community of Baltimore. The Little Sisters have provided a ministry of love and dignity for the vulnerable elderly poor. Now the Little Sisters need your help. To renovate the convent, to develop a postulate for young women preparing to commit their lives to service of the elderly, and to update the chapel and worship space. At this moment in their history, the Little Sisters need you to help them continue their ministry to the elderly poor at St. Martin's.
Oh, it's heaven on earth. That's all I can say. I've never been to heaven, but it's got to be heaven on earth. Home was never like this.
Would you be willing to take a leap of faith with us and help the Little Sisters of the Poor with our campaign at St. Martin's Home?
Yes, the Little Sisters are caring today and building for tomorrow. Please join them. These Little Sisters are counting on you.